Welcome. In this chapter, we are going to see the Python functions. Within this, call a function, then function arguments. The last chapter itself, we have seen what is function, then types of function. To understand the calling a function, we just see one example program. Here in front of you, a Python code is displayed. To understand this concept, we just start at here. This line of code is just explained that the num is a variable, okay, followed by that integer type, then input function going to show the string prompt to the user that enter a number. After seeing this, the user is going to feed some number. Okay, next what is going to do? Next line, if condition with odd, even, the num is equal to 1. Here is the function calling is raised. How is it works? It will search for the same name with definition. That means the definition keyword should be presented and then followed by the function name with some argument. Here you see the function definition. See def, then odd, even with parenthesis some value. Okay, next followed by some decision making and branching, then certain code will be given at here. In this way, the function will be called inside the program from the source code. Then the function is going to return value to the called place. Now see, passing parameters in function. Parameters or argument can be passed to the function. Okay, values we want to send to the function, then only the function calculated such values within that, then send the result value where it is called. This is called as a parameter or argument. The function argument are used to call the function. There are primarily 4 types. One is required argument, keyword argument, default argument, and variable length argument. Already we have seen that the types of arguments. First, required argument. What is required argument? The minimal or else the needed argument should be passed to the particular function. See the definition. Required argument are the arguments passed to the function in correct positional order. This is very important. How we created or defined in the main function definition. The same way we want to give such input for at the place of function calling. Here the number of argument in the function call should match exactly with the function definition. You need at least one parameter to prevent syntax errors, because if you created with 2 variable, you can call with minimal 1 parameter within that function. Here definition area w, h, return w, then multiplication of h. Print area 3, 5. The above code assigning the width and height values to the parameters w and h. These parameters are used in the creation of function of area. When you call the above function, it returns the product of width and height as a output. The value 3 and 5 pass to w and h, and we will receive 15 as a output. This thing we can know very well. Next we see the keyword argument. What is this keyword argument? The keyword argument will invoke the function after the parameter are recognized by the parameter names. The value of the keyword argument is matched with the parameter name, and so one can also put arguments in improper order, not in order. Okay, here we see the example. The definition, print data name. See next line, print example 1 keyword argument. Next after that, print name comma with name. Here one is string prompt. Next one is the value we want to pass to the particular word. How is it possible? Next line you can see the call print data. After that, print data with the name is equal to Shan. Okay, now you see the output example 1 keyword argument, which is already given inside the definition. Next one, the name is Shan, which is passed to the function definition, where outside of the function you just assign the value with the keyword. The keyword is matched with inside the definition, then it prints the value. This is called as a keyword argument. Next one is default argument. In Python, the default argument is an argument that takes a default value if no value is provided in the function call. The first, we have seen that minimum one parameter or else minimum one value you want to pass while you have created two values in the definition. Already we have discussed about that. The same thing we are going to see. The following example uses default argument that prints default salary when no argument is passed. In the definition we can see that name and salary, then the salary value is assigned at here itself. Then we are going to print the name and salary, return, then print info of money. The money is the name. Okay, then you can see in the output name, money, then salary is 3500. We didn't give the value in the last. It's automatically assigned. When you are creating a definition, there itself if you are assigning such values is called as a default argument. Variable length argument. This is entirely different from above concepts. In some instance you might need to pass more arguments than have already been specified. Going back to the function to redefine it can be tedious process. Variable length argument can be used instead. These are not specified in the function definition and an asterisk is used to define such arguments. If suppose you are created one value parameter function, the same time your program need to pass more than one value, what is the solution? You no need to go back and recreate the function. You just use only one thing, the asterisk symbol in the parameter argument. Just it is enough. That means the compiler knows that the program is going to pass one value or more than one value in sequentially. See in the example. Here the definition print numbers asterisk numbers. For n is print n value. Then return. Here it going to get such values and going to assign for the loop iteration. Now invoking the print number function, printing two values. Within the function we are sending 1, 2. Automatically you will see the output the 1 and then 2. Next print function comes with 3 value 10, 20 and 30. The sequential value will be accepted by this variable length argument. Thank you for watching this video.